Hold the fuck up, face down, I shake clowns when I sip crystal guns loud like Tucker. Putting niggas under, covers like the brother. Through the jumps to the hours like thunder, slumber.
Lord God! Something wrong, man!
You know how every interview they want to ask you the same question. So, you know, Randy Brown, we understand that you're a full-time fighter and you train full-time. But what does Randy like to do on his spare time? That's when I just come from around the counter and just be like, hit it! I didn't even know I was there. I just come from around the corner. You know what I mean? Just let people know.
Oh man, that'd be funny.
Hate when they ask me that shit, man. We sitting up there, yo, you don't understand how much I hate interviews. The other night I'm there getting my hair twist. I'm like dozing off and dude hit me up. And it's like they don't even know what they want to ask you, so they listen to another interview to see what questions sound like. I'm asking.
Oh, what they didn't ask you, so they try to change it up a little bit?
Just throw the whole context off, you know what I mean? And then they just be like, yo, so if you're not fighting, what do you like to do? You ain't just hear me say I work at the gym too? You ain't just hear me say that? I'm always there. Ain't no outside of training. I don't do nothing else.
I don't have
no light. Every piece of a once in a while, me and my girl get to go away. That's it. Where you go? To the Caribbean. Where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Eating mangoes, you know, drinking rum.
Just living my life, just getting away from all this. That's the
all
goal
type of mango too.
Lord God!
Your man's in now. You're welterweight.
Yeah.
You're welterweight. So I'm there, scrolling through the gram. And I see Mike Perry jump on talking about, it went just like this. This is my impression of the video. Ladies and gentlemen, I did an ancestral test, and it turns out that I am 2% African American, so I am legally allowed to say the word nigga. Cut. All right. What's your take on that?
I mean, Randy ran alert. Randy ran alert. Now, clearly he was joking. You know what I mean? Clearly he was joking, right? But, again, you have to understand the times that we're living in now, you know what I mean? The term that word is used in on a regular, you know what I mean? It's just not something I feel like, you know, if you're not of African American descent, I just don't feel like that's something you should be saying. You know, honestly, even as an African American man, you know what I mean, I don't even say it as much. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just feel like it's something that just shouldn't be said. You know, and obviously he's a troll. That dude's a troll. You know what I mean? So he's trying to do whatever to stay relevant and, you know, in the public eye and all that. But
I just feel like there's different ways.
Yeah, certain things is a no-no. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't respect it. I can't respect it. And if I ever see him, you know what I mean? It's not that I'm saying I'm gonna attack him or anything like that, but all I'm saying is, don't bring that shit around me, cause I will smack the shit out of you. That's it. Just, you know, that's just not something I want you to come bring to me. That's
so I can ask you a question though?
Yeah.
So your phone light up as we walking up out of here. Dana White says, "Yo, we having an event coming up. We'd like you to fight Mike Perry."
Oh, it's on. I've been trying to fight Mike Perry.
Oh.
Man, I've been trying to get that fight. I've been trying to fight Mike Perry for a minute, you know, but they gave it to my man, what's the dude, Yancey?
Oh, okay.
They gave it to him, but, you know, what are you going to do?
I don't know, I just think that's bonkers, you know. Like you said, certain terms just borders just shouldn't be crossed, you know what I mean? You should just leave that where it's at. You shouldn't find a way, oh, I could do this now.
Somebody had a crazy analogy, the way they broke it down, because somebody asked somebody, they were like, oh, you know, how do you expect me not to say a word when you know, when you hear it in a song and you want to sing along and da-da-da-da. And it's like, how come I can't sing along, you know what I mean? And it's like, I understand that, but just think about it like this, you know? If my girl and her friends are talking, her and Winter are talking, right? And they talk and they call each other bitch and shit, right? And they laugh like, bitch this, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, it's like, it's not my place to be able to. You think I'm gonna join into that conversation and be like, bitch, like, you know what I'm saying?
Estrogen, you might get jumped.
But I'm not. That's not. Out of things, you gotta take things into context and terms. Like, you see what I'm saying? In that term, I can't speak in that term. Why? Because I'm a man. You know what I mean? I'm not a female, so it's not for me. You see what I mean? And it's that simple. You know what I mean? It's really that simple.
Lord God!
You're trained to understand, like, you know, discipline, self-restraint, that type of stuff. So to see him being the aggressor, getting out of his car, pursuing the dude pull out a gun at that point, you know what I mean? Your ego, you gotta check your ego, bro. Like you really not, you know what I'm saying? Like a gun, bro, what are you gonna do? And he's keeping the distance. He's like jabbing you with the helmet. It's like, yo, run up on me and you're done. Right? He's like, what are you gonna do? You just like, yo, alright, you got it. Get back in your car, put your tail between your legs, and cut.
But you gonna get out your car to see the man now pull out his gun and then pursue him on foot. That don't.
That's
you
rough.
know, at the end, maybe I'm different. You know, like I got my girl, I got my family, my friends, people that care about me. I got my daughter. You know, my goal when I leave the house is to come back to the house. You know,
Absolutely.
I can't be out there and get caught up in something that might involve me not coming back. You know, so for me, if it was me, I'm in that situation. You know, I know the dude probably got family and friends out there that feel bad about it. If it was me, I just don't see myself jumping out the car to chase down a man on foot that has a gun, and I know I don't have nothing. That don't make sense to me.
Absolutely.
You know?
You know, honestly, at that point, you know, you see he has a gun, just go. If he didn't have a gun, I can't say, you know, that I wouldn't have gotten out my car. You know what I mean? Because I've been this close. It's hard not to. You know what I'm saying?
A number of different occasions.
Yeah, there's plenty of times, like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I'm a martial artist. I'm supposed to show self-restraint and all that shit too, right? But at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I'm a fucking warrior. And we all got testosterone just pumping through our fucking veins, you know what I mean? And some things you're just not going to take disrespect, you know what I mean? And people get super brave in their cars. People get super brave on the internet. People get super brave from across the street. But if it comes down to it and you see people with, someone has a gun, you know what I mean? Or you got to just be like, all right, take that out. You know what I mean? Just take that out.
You ain't got.
Yeah,
you gotta let them.
Checkmate, dog. That's it. You know, if it's checkmate, that's it. Just all it takes. Honestly, like Andre said, yo, all it takes is one of these.
Lord God!
Fight!
Alright, so let me explain something about that video. Alright, I have a girlfriend whom I've been living with for quite some time now. And we go out places, you know, we go to dinners, we travel, you know. If I should ever go out in public and get into an altercation and I'm getting jumped, and out the corner of my eye, I see somebody tombstone my lady, you have to know that there's not a day that you're walking that you're safe. Because at some point in time, I'm going to have to find you. A tombstone? You know how disrespectful you are? Imagine out the corner of your eye, you see your girl hamstrings like dangling over my man's shoulder. And he got her bear hug like this with the mean mug on like this and shit, you know? And then he jumped with like 2 pinched knees. He jumped and just come down on shorty, you know, shorty face just scrape up all against the cement.
Knock out all
you know what I mean?
Lord God!
The biggest argument I ever got into to date, from the day that I created my social media page today, is after your first loss. Mm-hmm. I was on there, a guy was talking trash to me from maybe the week off because, you know, when you get into the UFC and they do the, you know, that picture and they put, I'm with such and such, you know, I see I'm with, you know, Randy Brown. So I screenshot it, I trimmed up the picture all proper, and I posted it. I'm like, yo, y'all already know my brother Randy gonna go out there and he gonna put in work. You know what I mean? Now this is somebody who I'm living with. You know, I'm seeing him on a day-to-day basis. So not only do I understand mixed martial artists from a person that does it, but I'm seeing this. Like, I understand that he doesn't cheat on his diet. I understand that I see him when he gets up and he limps to the back because his foot may be swollen from a hard sparring session, you know what I mean? Or if he's getting his knee worked on because, you know, hard session. I'm seeing all of this. So to know all the workout, to know all the sacrifices that somebody put in, and then to like be that close to somebody, it's a different kind of connection. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, yo, my brother gonna go out there and do work. I'm not saying anything bad about the opponent. I can care less. I'm not degrading him. Nothing. Just my brother's gonna go out there and do work. This dude come on there like, are you serious, bro? Your brother sucks, da 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 da. I'm like, man, shut up. So I'm just talking, a little laughing, ha ha. I'm a jokester. I'll talk shit to people on social media till whenever, you know what I mean? And none of it I take to heart. But then after the fight, the dude immediately comes after me and he's like, yo, what'd I tell you? Didn't I tell you? And he's like making like a joke about it. And I'm like, dude, at the end of the day, you don't know what this person's situation is. You know what I mean? Like, he has a son who may have just watched the fight. You think that's something to like joke about? If the other dude lost, I would have been like, ah.
Yeah, they don't get that. You know what I mean? That's just.
You know what I mean? This is somebody putting their livelihood on the line. Oh, he came at me making a joke about it, and I got defensive, and he's like, whatever, you better hope I don't see you out in public. I'm like, well, in this case, you better hope so, because now, from this day going forward, if I ever do see you out in public, just know that there's gonna be no time to be like, hey,
Remember that time?
any time for talking done already passed. You done already said what you had to say to me. You just better hope you recognize me before I recognize you. That's just all that is at that point in time.
Bro, the way I look at it is like these people are trolls. At some point these are some they just like, you ever seen that one dude? When I did like a jump rope thing on social media, I was like, cause I do once in a while I post like jump rope videos of me jumping rope and shit. And then there's one dude, I put up a thing, a poll, you can vote yes or no. And I said retire or drop another jump rope video. It's like it's been a while, right? And like everybody was like, oh, drop some fire, drop one. And now you got a few people like, oh, retire. Like, don't even follow me, right? But they're like, so they go, you should retire, and then message me or some shit like, and then so I go to his page and I look at this dude. The dude neck and his head is in one, bro. His neck and his shoulders are one. It's like, bro. What are you talking about? You quit life a long time ago, bro. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't even pay these people no mind.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you could possibly do is argue with somebody without a profile picture.
Oh, they got all type of talk.
They got all type of talk because what?
Talk.
And a lot of times those be people close to you sometimes, like that create fake accounts. No, not close to you, but like people that know you or like in the area. You know what I'm saying? They know, and they'll create fake accounts and just talk to you because they're not like bold enough to come and say it to your face, you know what I mean, or say it from their profile, you know what I mean. So I don't pay the people no mind, bro. You can't pay these people no mind. They wish they could do what we're doing. You know what I mean?
I try to, bro, but sometimes people get under my skin, boy.
Lord God!
All right, today's chop session goes to Darren Till chopping up one of his training partners, all types of crazy.
How you feel about that though? Like one of your training part, it depends, man. Like if it's one of like your gym members.
That's not his gym member.
Like you see dude
that man
every
is
day.
heartless. You heartless, man. You heartless.
You need a Kanye ad-lib for this? How could you be so
heartless?
Nah, but I mean, if it's one of like your teammates, you see this dude on a regular basis. I help you train, you help me train. Then sometimes you just gotta let the man live. If you give him one a little too good,
He got all the Bambi legs.
Yeah,
backing up like this.
You just gotta let him live a little bit. But if you don't know that man.
My man tried to grab, you could tell he didn't belong in there. He tried to grab one of his gloves like, wait. You see somebody that's like not prepared to get hit. Yeah. And they get hit and they kind of just, their chin's up and it just stays up after the shot, just looking at you going down.
Just watch the top come.
It's like, damn.
They just like this. Like,
but that goes back to what I'm talking about before, man. People, you gotta know what you can do sometimes, yeah.
You probably, going to the gym. Part of him was like, yo, I'm about to be in there like with Darren Till, like we'll see how this shit is gonna be cool. Like
this shit finna be a breeze.
But then like another part of him was like, oh shit, boy, about to be in there with Darren Till. You know what I mean?
Thought he was cool. It's like,
and then while he was wrapping up, you always know when somebody know they about to get their ass whipped. Like, cause while they wrapping up hands and all that, you see him just slide over to the dude and be like, "Hey, trying
to talk to you.
How was your weekend?" You be like, "Straight." You do anything?
Nope.
Nah.
And they walk away. You're like, alright.
Is there anything like I need to know about? Like your foot, your knee?
Nah, I'm straight. Do you, B?
What about them other dudes that come in there? They be like, yo, I just want to let you know, like, I hurt my left knee, so if you could just be careful with your right leg kicks.
I got you.
And my ribs.
I got you.
I hurt my ribs or whatever, and then my elbows or whatever. So just be careful with the body shot.
Nah, say no more. Say no
and
more.
my jaw.
Instantly, as soon as we come out, straight leg kicks, straight body
Just
work.
to let them know you don't care about that.
I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, I'll never forget.
None of it.
Costas was sparring with somebody, man.
Oh God, Costas.
Yeah, I was watching Costas spar with somebody, and during the sparring session, Costas kicked the dude in the body. He was like, "Come on, bro, I'm fighting soon. Those are my ribs." So Costas like kicked him in the leg. He was like, "I told you, my knee." Like, come on, man. I'm sitting up there. I'm like, so where's he supposed to hit them? Where? Like, can't hit your ribs,
Break out
can't
the
hit your
pillows.
legs.
Is that a pillow fight?
Like,
Just break out the pillows. Fuck
You
it.
know what I mean?
Just straight up pillow fight.
and you know, Costas stopped caring. Like, you know, Costas don't really care about that. So, you know, the next strike after he complained about his ribs was a spinning hook kick to the rib.
Ugh. Oh, God.
You know. Just went right down. I'm like, shit.
I remember I sparred a dude once at Belmore. It's a dude. I hit him with a knee straight up the middle. He's like, bro, no straight knees, bro. No straight knee. I'm like, it's to the body. I got knee pads on. He was like, bro, no knees, bro. No knees. I was like, all right.
He sassed you up too, though? He said, no knees?
No knees, bro. Fuck are you doing? No knees. I was like, all right, no knees. You know, dudes be sensitive, man. Like we are fighting at the end of the day. And people get chopped every day, B.
Lord God!
Alright, everybody. Episode 1 was clean, and we got a lot of good feedback off of that, so we came back to give you another one. So support us. Touch and Go, Rudeboy MMA 145. Check us out next week.
I'm impressed with that hand speed. Look at that hand movement.
Man, stop, get a little thumb like this, and start going at it again. I was like, shit. Man, technique is without flaw.
A monkey.
Oh man.
You know, yeah.
Monkey dick all bruised up with masturbation.